I still hear it when the house is quiet. That voice from the well, saying my name the way no human ever has. Sometimes I wonder if it's really gone, or if it's just waiting. This is what happened to me, when the Jinn that should have stayed buried was finally set free. I grew up in a village that people forgot to draw on maps. Desert in every direction, a thin line of palm trees, and one cracked road that melted in the heat. Our survival hung on one thing: water. When the drought came, it felt like Allah had turned the sky into brass. No clouds, no wind, just the white sun burning us down day after day. The village well coughed dust. I remember standing in line with the women, lowering our buckets into emptiness, listening to the ropes scrape against dry stone. When we pulled them back up, they were light, too light, a few drops, sometimes none at all. Children started to faint in the heat. Animals died quietly in the shade. My father's face became sharper, eyes darker, like the land had carved him. There was an old story people whispered but never believed, about another well far out in the desert, older than our village. The elders said it was sealed in the time of our grandfathers' grandfathers, after strange things happened. Lights at night, voices from below, animals refusing to drink. One imam years ago had warned, it is better that some doors remain closed, some things we bury because we can't carry their fitna. But desperation makes people deaf. My father became one of those people. He was a simple man, not the type to chase shadows. He prayed in the first row, fasted Mondays and Thursdays. He taught me to recite, "Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind, from the evil of the whisperer who withdraws." But as the days passed and water vanished, something changed in him. His prayers became longer, yet his eyes more frantic. He stopped sleeping. The cracks on his lips bled when he spoke. One night, I woke up thirsty, my tongue like stone. The air was heavy, thicker than the heat. I walked to the door, barefoot on cool dirt, and saw him outside, standing under the moon. He was facing the desert, hands at his sides, lips moving soundlessly. "Baba?" I whispered. He jumped as if I'd pulled him from deep water. "Go back inside, Layla," he said. His voice was calm, but his eyes didn't match. "We'll have water soon. Allah will make a way." The next day, the elders gathered in the masjid. I listened from the women's side, veiled damp with sweat. My father spoke. "There is the old well," he said. "If there is even a chance." An old man, Hajj Musa, shook his head. "Your father's father helped seal that well," he said. "He said it wasn't meant for us." "Water is meant for all of us," my father replied. "Our children are dying." There was argument, murmurs, fear. But fear of thirst is stronger than fear of stories. In the end, they agreed. A small group would go at dawn. My father would lead them. I begged to go with him. "I know the Quran," I said. "I'll read. I'll make ruqya if anything is strange." He hesitated. Then he nodded. "Stay by me, Layla, and remember, protection is only from Allah." We left before the first adhan. The desert at that hour is not empty, it's watching. The sky was dark blue, stars fading. sand cold beneath our sandals. Our little group moved like ghosts. My father, 2 young men, Hajj Musa limping behind, and me. No one spoke much, only the crunch of sand, the creak of the water skins on our backs. After hours of walking, the sun rose, turning the dunes into waves of gold. Then I saw it, a black circle in the distance, like a hole punched in the earth. The closer we got, the colder the air felt, a strange coolness that didn't match the growing heat. The old well. It was wide, surrounded by jagged, ancient stones, half swallowed by sand. Around its mouth, someone long ago had stacked heavy rocks and sealed the gaps with what looked like clay, now hardened like bone. Carved into one of the larger stones were barely visible lines of Arabic. I leaned closer, squinting. Bismillah. This well is sealed by the people of Tawheed from the corruption of the Jinn. Do not open. The rest was worn away. My skin tightened. Baba, look, I said, pointing. He read, lips moving, then exhaled slowly. Many years have passed. Maybe they were just afraid. Allah created the Jinn and humans to worship Him. If we open it with His name, what harm can come? His voice was steady, but there was a tremor in his hand. Hajj Musa's face was pale. I remember my grandfather's stories, he muttered. Voices, shadows on the water, animals going mad. They brought an imam from another land. He said this well was home to Jinn who loved to mislead men. He sealed it with Quran and Dua. He said, do not break this barrier, even if you are dying of thirst. And now we are, one of the young men said bitterly. We have no choice. My father straightened. We say Bismillah, we trust in Allah, and we open. He looked at me. Recite, Layla. My throat was dry, but I began. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I recited Ayatul Kursi, my voice shaking at first, then growing stronger. The men began prying the stones loose, grunting, sand slipping under their feet. As the last heavy rock was moved, a wind rose from the opening. It was wrong. Not cool, not hot, just knowing. It smelled faintly of something sweet and rotten. I felt it on my face, slipping into my nose, my ears, beneath my scarf. Then, from below, came a sound. Not water. A breath. I froze. Stop, I said, my voice barely there. Please, listen. We all fell silent. The desert around us held its breath too. And then it came. Ahmed. My father's name. A whisper rising from the blackness. Thin and stretched, like it had travelled a long, long way. My heart slammed against my ribs. The young men looked at my father. Haj Musa took a step back. "Who's there?" my father called, forcing a steady tone. "Who speaks?" Silence. Then, more clearly, "Ahmed, son of Yasin, why did you open what your fathers sealed?" My father's eyes widened. Only a few in the village knew his father's name. His lips moved. "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim." "Who are you?" he demanded. The voice laughed quietly. It was not a sound meant for human ears. It scraped at my mind, made the air feel thick. "We have many names," it said. "In your tongue, we are Jinn. In your books, we are those who listen to the Quran and then disbelieve." The tone curled around us. "You broke the seal. You called me with your hunger. I smelled your desperation." I began to recite Surat al-Falaq, my voice stumbling. "Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of Daybreak." The voice interrupted, sweeter now. "Layla," it said, "my name. Layla, daughter of Ahmed. You recite well." The words slid over my skin like ice. "I have listened to your voice in the night, when you thought you were alone. I saw you crying when the well ran dry. I can give you water. Clear, cold water." I shook my head, my eyes burning. "You're lying," I said, but it came out small. "Not everything we say is a lie," it replied. "Ibn Taymiyyah said that about us, didn't he?" It chuckled. "We are like you. Some of us believe, some of us don't." The voice shifted, lower, almost tender. "I was here before your village. Men came with greed, using our well for their magic, their oaths, their sins. The Imam sealed us away, left us hungry in the dark for generations. Until you." "We didn't come for you," my father said firmly. "We came for water by Allah's permission. If you are Jinn, stay in your place. We do not seek you." The air cooled sharply. The stillness became pressure. "You opened," it whispered. "You broke what held me. Rights have changed." Beneath us, something moved. The rope beside the well trembled, then lifted on its own, slithering like a snake. One of the young men shouted and stepped back, tripping in the sand. "Don't run," Haj Musa barked. "It feeds on fear." His old voice broke on the last word. I clutched my scarf and recited louder. "Say, He is Allah, one. Allah, the eternal refuge." The thing in the well laughed again. This time, the sound came from behind me. I spun around. Empty desert, blinding sun. But the laughter was everywhere now, echoing in my ears, inside my chest. I squeezed my eyes shut and recited Ayatul Kursi again, forcing each word. Do you think your words burn me, girl? It hissed, closer. I felt a cold breath on my neck. They burned the ones weaker than me. My father grabbed my arm, pulling me close. Don't answer it, he said through clenched teeth. Just recite. Trust Allah. Then the voice changed. It became my mother's voice. Soft. Tired. The way she sounded the night she died. Layla, my daughter. I'm so thirsty. My knees buckled. Tears blurred my sight. Ummi, I whispered. A hard slap exploded across my cheek. My father. That's not your mother, he snapped. She's in her grave, in the care of Allah. This is a liar. The voice shrieked then, high and furious, like metal tearing. The wind rose, whipping sand around us in a stinging spiral. I could barely see. Haj Musa fell to his knees, shouting, Recite, all of you, Suratul Baqarah, Ayatul Kursi. His voice was snatched away by the wind. I heard my father. His voice was loud, shaking but strong. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum. I joined him. Our voices colliding with the roaring wind, the Jinn's scream, the hiss of shifting sand. From the well, something surged upward. I didn't see it clearly, only a distortion in the air, like heat over a road, but darker, tall, writhing. For a moment the sun dimmed, as if hidden. You open, then you try to chain me with your words, it roared. You think the one who created me will listen to you more than me? I was old when your father's father was dust. My father shouted back over the storm. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, Recite Ayatul Kursi, for there will remain over you a guardian from Allah, and no shaitan will come near you until morning. His voice broke, but he kept going. We seek Allah's protection from you. For a heartbeat, everything stopped. The wind froze mid-whirl. The air was a wall pressing on my chest. And then the voice was right in my ear. You will leave, it said, quiet and deadly. But you have loosened the seal. You have given me a crack to breathe through. I will follow your village's thirst. I will sit at your empty well. And when one of you leans too far to listen, I will be there. I am patient. You are not. Something slammed into my chest, not physical, but like a wave of hatred. I screamed, my voice torn from my throat. I fell back, hitting the ground hard, the sky spinning above me. When I opened my eyes, the wind was gone. The desert was still. The sun burned hot again. The well gaped open, black and silent. One of the young men lay on the ground, eyes rolled back, lips murmuring nonsense. Haj Musa was on his side, clutching his chest, whispering, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. Father stood staring into the well, his face grey, his hands trembling. We didn't draw water. We resealed the well as best we could, reciting every ayah we remembered, piling stones, smearing sand with shaking hands. But it was like trying to bandage a wound that went down to the earth's core. On the way back, no one spoke. The desert felt different, less empty. Sometimes I thought I heard my name carried on the faintest breeze. Layla. Always just behind me, never in front. The drought didn't end. But something else began. Shadows at the edge of the village at night. Children waking up screaming, saying someone had been standing over their beds. The sound of water dripping where there was no water. My father started waking up with bruises he couldn't explain. Once, in the dead of night, I heard him in the courtyard, sobbing. I brought this. I opened it. We increased our ruqya. We played Surat al-Baqarah in our home. We made dua, over and over. O Allah, Lord of mankind, remove the harm and cure us. You are the curer. There is no cure but yours, a cure that leaves no disease behind. Some things stopped, some didn't. I'm older now. The village still stands, though smaller. Some families left, some stayed. Sometimes the well gives water, sometimes it doesn't. But every time I walk near it, I feel watched. I never, ever lean over the edge. And at night, when the house is quiet, I still hear it, faint and patient, the whisper that knows my name. My only comfort is knowing that the unseen belongs to Allah alone, and that no jinn, no matter how ancient, is beyond his power. So I keep reciting, keep seeking refuge, because indeed, Allah is the best of protectors.